Do you want me to begin?
Go ahead, Laura, go ahead.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Laura. And actually, I'm from Canada. I'm not either. I'm your neighbor, but not a close neighbor.
Yeah, I was from Buffalo, so I got you.
Oh, yes. No, I don't live too far. I live about less than 2 hours away from Buffalo in a city called Toronto.
I've been there.
If anybody here is a basketball fan, we have the Toronto Raptors. And this is my dog, and his name is Henry. And he's a golden retriever, and he loves the winter.
Uh-huh.
As of course, a lot of Canadians, well, we mostly endure the winter, but we also love the winter.
All right.
So that was, are you finished?
Yeah.
So we go to the next co-host. So we have, that was Laura, right? So the next person we're going to spotlight will be Judy. Go ahead, Judy. I'm going to go ahead and spotlight you. Go ahead, Judy.
Hi, I'm Judy, and I'm here with Blair. Blair's my West Highland White Terrier. Today, we're celebrating Mardi Gras. We have our Mardi Gras beads on because we used to live in New Orleans, and we spent 3 years there. She didn't, but I did. Right now, we're living in New Jersey. We're at the very bottom of New Jersey. We're not too far from DC. We are between the Atlantic Ocean and the Delaware Bay, and it's 45 degrees here right now. 48 degrees here right now, which is really unseasonably, you're probably having the same weather in DC that we're having here. It's very, very, very warm for this time of year. And Blair is one of 4 Westies that I have. I have 4. These are the 4 of them.
Ooh.
I have Billy, who is 14 and a half, and Blair just turned 12. And Belle is 13, is going to be 13 on St. Patrick's Day, and her son Bobby just turned 6 a few weeks ago. And I love her probably the most. This is a horrible thing to say, but she was actually born on my birthday.
Whoa.
And my maiden name was Blair. Now it's not Blair anymore, but before I got married, my name was Judy Blair. So I named her after me because she was born on my birthday. So she has a very special place in my heart. And I have some pictures to show of her that as she was growing up. This is what I call her baby picture. She was a year old at that time, and she was a show dog. So you can see how her hair is all teased out. I don't have to do that anymore. It's a lot of work. And on that same day when she was a year old, I had a glamour shot taking of her because I bought her all pink leashes and ball pink collars. And I said to myself, she's going to be my girly girl, and she's going to be because I had boys before and I had a girl, but she was going to be my girly girl. And I actually found out that this is what she'd rather look like. She is not a girly girl at all. She goes out in the yard and she digs holes. She gets moles, those little molies, whatever they're called, and she eats them. And she chases squirrels, she chases rabbit. One day I caught her up in a tree trying to get a squirrel. This was my little girly girl. Then I thought to myself, she's not such a girly girl, but I did manage to get her confirmation championship. She's an AKC champion. I took her to shows and got her, even though she wasn't crazy about being in the show ring, she would much rather do active things. She ended up having puppies. She had two puppies. These were her 2 puppies. She was the world's worst mother. She did not want the puppies. When one of them came out, they looked like little rats when they were born. She wanted to eat it. So I had to muzzle her in order to feed the puppies for about 2 or 3 weeks until they didn't look like rats anymore. They looked like puppies, and she was fine with them. But needless to say, she never had any more puppies. That was it. This is what she would rather do. She does a sport called CAT. It's coursing ability test, where she runs on a course like greyhounds do. And she also does what's called fast coursing ability test, where she runs a fast CAT. She runs about 15, 16 miles an hour. And it's funny because my grandson tried to best my dogs. Her nephew runs fast CAT too. And he tried so hard to run the 100-yard dash faster than she could. And believe me, he couldn't do it. I mean, they're really fast for little ones. And he's 12 years old and he couldn't beat them. But she also does a sport called barn hunt, where she hunts in hay for rats. It's a simulation and she's really good at it. So she's not my little girly girl, but we do travel a lot. She is a therapy dog. She's whoops, there she is. She's a therapy dog, and she has over 600 visits. So she's got a title in that, Therapy Dog Supreme. She has over 27 AKC titles in all different areas. So she's my little athlete. She likes to do all kind of, not all Westies. I have 2 Westies that won't do anything. And we travel in our little RV, and she's been to 48 out of the 50 states, and she's been to Canada. So we have been to Canada with her, but that's my little sweetheart. She's a trick dog. She does tricks. She plays the piano. She does all kind of different things. Anybody have any questions about Blair?
Are you sure that's a dog that know how to play a piano and all that? She does more than I do.
Yes,
And did all that traveling.
Yeah, we do. She loves to travel, and they're so good when we're traveling. We're getting ready to go on another trip. We're going to go to Georgia in April to a dog show. So hopefully she'll be able to do some barn hunt and some fast CAT and some CAT when we're there.
Wow, she's a sweetheart. How old did you say she is?
She's 12.
Oh, okay.
I don't know
She's
how
a
that
dog.
happened. I don't know. The other one, the youngest one that we have is 6. And then the oldest one is 14 and a half, but she's like in the middle there. But I don't know how she got so old. But I don't know if you can see, she's got her little dress on.
I see. She's gorgeous.
Yeah, thank you. She's a good little girl.
Is she a terrier breed related to the Scotties?
Yeah, a lot of people think that they get them confused, and they'll say to me, "Oh, she's a little Scottie," but she's a Westie, and they are closely related. But Scotties are always black, and Westies are always Scotties aren't always black. Sometimes the Scotties, they have like a
little brown.
Yeah, like a buffy brownie color, but Westies are always white. They're West Highland white terriers. And it's funny because I'll get the question all the time. "Oh, I love your little Scottie." And I'm like, well, she's not a Scottie. She's a Westie.
And in Scotland, they bred them so they can be ratters, right?
Exactly. They were actually, how they came about was there was a farmer in Scotland that had Cairn terriers. They're kind of like, they weren't really white.
Yeah, I had a Cairn terrier. I love those.
Yeah, they're cute. And they were kind of like tan color.
Gray, grayish tan.
Yeah, and one day, as the story goes, he shot his favorite dog as it was down in a hole getting varmint out, like groundhog or whatever. And he shot his favorite dog. And so he was heartbroken. And he said, "I'm going to breed them so that they're white, so that I won't make that mistake again." And that's
so we can see them.
Yeah, that's supposedly how the West Highland White Terrier came about.
Nice.
In Scotland years ago. She was though born in New Jersey.
She's a cutie pie.
What's
She's
that?
gorgeous. She's a cutie pie.
Thank you. Anybody else have questions?
No. Great both look nice. And Laura, I just want to say to you, Golden Retriever, I had a Golden Retriever that passed away some years ago. And that's definitely, my pal.
I
She
know.
looked, and the same color and all look just like that. So you brought back memories when I saw your Golden Retriever.
Oh, I'm glad that we did that. I hope, Dolores, it's good memories.
Yes, definitely good memories.
Oh, good.
Thank you both.
So I'm assuming it's now, Loris, your turn to take the mic.
I think that would probably be us next. I'm Donna.
Oh,
and this
hi,
is
Donna. Sorry,
Hershey.
sorry.
Hi, everyone. This is Hershey. And Hershey is a therapy dog. He has on his little therapy bandana. And much like Henry, Pal Henry and Pal Blair, we're all part of an organization called People Animals Love. And so we get to see each other on Zoom calls like this. Hershey and I are very close to most of you. We live in South Arlington, just about 2 miles from getting into Washington, D.C. So we've lived here for many, many years. Hershey is 4.5 years old.
Oh.
He looks a little bit bigger on screen than he really is because his face looks kind of full with all his hair. But really, he's a little teeny tiny fella. He is just over 4.5 pounds. And he is one feisty little boy. And so Hershey's name is actually Hershey Kiss. And we named him because he reminded us so much of yummy, yummy Hershey candy and Hershey Kisses. So that's how he got his name. And Hershey also has his very own Hershey Kiss costume. So when we talk about Hershey and Hershey candy, sometimes he puts on his little Hershey Kiss outfit. And he's a really good little boy. He's a well-trained little boy. He's a good little listener, and he loves to visit with people. And sometimes when we read with boys and girls, sometimes they talk about superheroes. So he makes sure that he wears his little Superman bandana if it's a superhero day, because he's his own little superhero in our minds, huh, Hershey? And Hershey does not, much like Henry, Hershey doesn't like the winter or the cold. And he has this really, really furry coat. And he still doesn't even want to go outside. He'll run out to go to the bathroom and run back inside. He is a fair weathered little boy. Let me just tell you, he does not care for cold. But what he does like, and we have a little coffee shop, a little Starbucks next to us, right down the street. So he goes and he gets his little puppuccino every once in a while. He wears his little Starbucks apron, and they all know him at our little Starbucks.
Did you say
And-
puppuccino?
Yes, it's a little bit of whipped cream. They put in these little tiny cups, and they give them to dogs for free. So
Love
Hershey
them.
Hershey will have a couple little scoops when we go for coffee. And then he has his little Starbucks bandana on. So he knows all the baristas that work there.
Free coffee.
My husband has been doing a lot of projects around our house. And so I feel like we live at Home Depot. So we found a cute little Home Depot bandana or a little outfit for Hershey. And so when we go to Home Depot to buy all the supplies, and we're there a couple times a week, he wears his little Home Depot outfit. And don't you just know, he made all kinds of friends with the employees at Home Depot. So they know Hershey when he comes in, and they all come over and say hello to him. And he's wearing his little Home Depot outfit, and we're off buying lumber and tools and all sorts of things. One of the things Hershey really likes is in the evening, he has his own little pillow. And so he'll lay on the sofa with us when we watch TV. And he also has just started to go downtown to Washington, D.C. We go downtown when the weather's nice, and he usually wears something very patriotic because we go to a lot of the monuments. So he'll wear his little bandana, or he wears his little hat. And then oftentimes we'll post on Instagram about Hershey's experiences at some of the museums. He just posted yesterday a real cute little video about President's Day that we filmed when he went to the Lincoln Memorial. But what Hershey loves to do too is read with children. So they read to him, but he always has his own little book about his adventures, just in case they would like to hear any stories from Hershey. So he is a really good little boy. He's a gentle little spirit, and he's a loving little fella, and he would be happy to answer any questions that you might have about it.
Look at Hershey.
What's his breed again? Pekingese?
He's a Yorkie. He's a
A
Yorkshire Terrier.
Yorkie. A
He's the
Yorkie.
smallest of the terriers. He's
Okay.
believe it or not, he's a little teacup Yorkie. And most of the
So
Yorkies
cute.
sort of have those little pointy pixie ears. Hershey's never went up, so he's got the little floppy ears. But that makes him to be a real good listener because they're floppy. They hear real well.
He's cute. He like a little old man.
He's like a
does.
little old man, and when he walks, he's probably the only dog in the world that does not like to go for walks. So he's on his little leash, and I've never seen a dog walk so slow. He takes about 2 steps and he stops and he looks at me. Then he moseys a couple more steps and he looks at me. He is like a little old man. He is.
My Belle is like that too, Donna. My Belle is like that too. I drag her around the block. She's so awful.
I don't know what it is. I mean, and I'm sure people are thinking like, has this woman walked him for miles or what? Barely walks. I barely get him around the block, and I bet it takes us 25 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
He's
Well,
not.
and they're saying, why are you being mean to your dog?
Uh-oh.
Probably.
Mm.
Well, Hershey, I want you to meet Enzo. And say hi,
look at
Enzo. Say hi
Enzo.
to all the other dogs. This is
Oh.
Enzo. He's a French bulldog.
He
So
is.
So when I saw the
Gorgeous.
other dog, I said, let me bring Enzo, but he can meet some other ones.
Now he is one handsome dog.
And
Oh.
that's
He's so
a great
cute.
name. What
And
is
he's
great?
Beautiful.
And he's 4 years old, and I've been training him ever since he was 3 months. So now he's 4 years old. This is my nephew dog. So I'm
He's-
dog sitting today. By coincidence, I'm dog sitting.
I love it. He's beautiful.
Thank
That's
you.
a great name. I love that name, Enzo.
Yeah, I woke him up. He was sleeping. Now he does love to walk. I had to cut his walk short, because I'm a walker. So when I walk him, he's right there with me. And he was taking a nap, so I woke him up. So he might be yawning while he's here.
He's adorable.
Thank you.
Blair likes to walk too. She'll do anything that I want to do with her. She's just up for everything.
Well, I'd like for you all to meet Reddy. This is my dog here. He's an artificial intelligent dog, and he's like my service dog. Let me see if you can see him. You rub
Oh,
his head.
Oh,
He's just so he meows. I don't know if you can hear him,
What I
but
got here?
look, he shakes his tail. He got a
look
tail.
at you.
He moves his tail when I move his around. But this is Reddy, and he wanted to meet all of the dogs today.
I don't know if you noticed or not, but your Freddie is making little barking sounds, and when he does that, Blair is turning her head from side to side.
And so is Henry. So is Henry, wondering what's going on.
Exactly.
dog is
His name is Reddy. Reddy.
Ready.
Is Reddy.
Freddie, I
So
think
he's
Freddie.
excited because he got to go to a
Yes,
different room today, and he gets to meet all the dogs. So he's
Blair is
really-
so interested.
Yes,
really-
Blair's turning her head from side to side, like what's going on?
Oh, I can't get,
Your
wanna
dogs,
get down,
your
get down
dogs seem like they're very
Oh, you big head.
interested,
Scrap it. I
including
can't get
your dog, Dolores. They all seem kind of like, what's going on here?
Exactly. All these dogs.
oh, look at,
I have a Yorkie mix, 2 Yorkies mix.
that's
I'm
my
trying to get
baby.
This one up here, Scrappy. Scrappy, hold your big head up. I'm trying to get Scrappy up here. Then the other one is Freddie. He's not coming. But I have 2 Yorkies and all. And
Sonny got down.
I love them. I love dogs. I
Yeah,
love them.
they're so
Hold your
comfortable.
big head
Really
up,
are.
Scrappy. Scrappy, you're not gonna hold your big head up.
Happened to him.
See, they looking at you, Scrappy. They're going
Scrappy.
yucky. Where you at? They're going yucky like you.
Blair loves,
See,
Blair loves
see the
it.
doggies? Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, I wanted to put him down.
this is
Oh, that's
fantastic.
not doggy.
Okay, Enzo gonna get down. Enzo getting tired.
They will be.
getting tired.
Enzo stretching and just say, I've been on a long walk this morning. Okay.
What's the other Yorkie's name?
Freddie.
Oh,
Freddie?
that's Freddie.
Now this Scrappy right here. This is
Oh, Scrappy.
Scrappy.
Oh, that's Scrappy.
I forgot what he's mixed with and all, but cause he's getting heavy. He's heavy. And I thought he was like a little teacup too. But it's looking like he's a platter now.
Too many puppuccinos.
Something. Now when he get he just eat regular dog food and all, and just that he's growing.
Yeah.
That's-
Oh,
Now he likes to walk.
Yeah.
He loves to walk. When you get ready to take him outside, he'll run from you. So you have to
Wow.
have him on chains and all that. But Freddie's like an old man. He just, he drags. He don't want to walk, like you said, and nothing like that. And he drags. And they're the same age. I think he's 7 years old now. I mean, I'm counting the years I had him. These are my daughters, my grandsons, them dogs.
Oh,
These are my grandson's dogs.
look at that face.
Oh no, this
Aw.
Freddie. This is my bodyguard right here.
You're
This
so
is my
cute.
bodyguard, my doctor. If I'm sick and he lay on my feet,
Oh,
he ain't gonna
yes.
move till I get up and say something to him.
But they are so comforting. I'm telling
See
you,
the
having a dog is very
Yes,
comforting.
Oh my goodness, we gonna yawn, huh? You bored? Are you bored? Huh?
It's so true. They are a great source of comfort.
Yes,
You
yes.
said
Do
that.
your chase a
You
doorbell?
tired of that? Okay, all right.
Do your dog chase doorbell?
I tried to get the cat on to say hi, but she decided that was too much.
You see all them dogs, like what?
Yeah. It's all them dogs on there.
She said, this ain't for me.
Right.
Portia, what kind of dog you got?
I have a French bulldog, and I'm trying to get his butt up here in the camera, and he won't.
Dog turn around.
I'm not hear you. What you say? He's sitting right here. Won't you know how when you want?
It won't turn around because you want him to be on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Ain't nobody in the house with us. So where you
I
going?
can't see him.
Cutie pie,
Huh?
say hi. Say hi.
Look,
Oh,
see the
look at
dog? See, look, see? See how dog is? They got dog is. I didn't say they got mama, they got
I
dog.
wish I could whistle.
Cutie pie, look at the doggies. Don't you want to be the only cat on TV?
No. Take the dog.
Said I have
No
put
way.
that- no way. I don't even want to talk to you.
Cat.
Picture like I did,
Cats
and
are
my
generally in charge.
either.
She wouldn't do it either, huh?
No, I don't know where he is, but my picture is in the background, so that's my little boy.
But you know, ladies, when I was training Enzo, as far as taking him how to walk or whatever, very stubborn, very stubborn. I used to have to put dog food down in front of him in order for him to start walking or whatever, because he would just sit there. It wouldn't move at all. And I'm like,
Let me
gracious.
see.
And
You
I
want
never had that
your
problem
treat?
before because I've
Okay,
always
let's
had 3 dogs. You know, I'm a German Shepherd person, and I had a Golden Retriever. So I didn't have that problem when I was training them. It was so easy. So I thought it was going to be the same when it comes to training, the French Bulldog.
Yes.
Stubborn is stubborn. When they say stubborn, they are stubborn and stubborn.
I tried that with my Belle because somebody told me, well, maybe you could get her to walk if you had food and you just had the food. Well, she would walk just to get the food and then she would stop.
And then stop.
That didn't work. So
Where you going, Scrap?
I just drag her around.
He's like, we have Oli online. Oli,
Few more minutes.
we have someone else.
There
Oli.
you
Drive
go.
her around.
There you go. Eat your treats.
Okay.
Driving Miss Bell.
Yes,
Yeah.
You wanna go out the door?
The lady with the lady with
Tried so hard to get her. They have new titles out called Fit Dog titles where they walk. You walk your dog.
You're not gonna, okay, you're gonna
Uh-huh.
take
Oh, look at the cat.
food
Look
to
at the
go.
cat.
Okay.
Oh, look
yeah,
at the
I have a
cat.
cat.
Well, I'm Felicia, and this is Oliver. He goes,
Ooh, he cute.
we live in Brooklyn, New York. About 15 or 16. We don't know quite how old he is. He was about 5 or 6 when we adopted him from the shelter. He was actually found in a box outside the shelter, and he spent some time on the street. Actually, he has an ear tip, which you probably can see. That means he was
Yeah.
on time. So he was in a street program, but he's per dog. He's super friendly, super cuddly. He loves new people, and he loves watching pigeons and just being lazy. His favorite hobby is sleeping, probably. He's really looking forward to a treat after this, though. But,
Oh, look at
I'm
that.
Now,
Look,
ladies, do your
yeah, she
dog watch
looks like
TV? Do
Fluffy.
your dog watch TV? Do your dog watch TV? I know one lady say that her dog, the dog shows, when the dog show would come, me and Enzo used to sit and watch the TV, and you'd be amazed how the attention that he just to be sitting there watching as the dog, doing what they do. And he definitely sit there and watch patiently. And I just sit there and I laughed, but I couldn't believe that he was so fascinated to seeing all the different dogs when they be doing their show, when they're doing the show.
Yeah,
It's
Blair,
true,
Blair doesn't
yes.
watch TV, but one of my other Westies, Bobby, he loves to watch TV. His favorites are sports. He likes baseball, he likes football, soccer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I put on a lot of dog shows for him to come on TV, and he sit right there, like a real human being watching the show.
Yeah, Ollie loves watching TV. He like likes to bat at it, hits at it randomly, especially if there's like squirts or something. He hits the ball like going back and forth. So
Wow.
How do you get him to sit there and just let you rub his ear and pet him? My cat will not do that.
He is he's very much a lap cat, but he's kind of independent. He's funny. He'll jump on your lap for like a minute, he'll leave, and then come back like 2 minutes later, and we're like, "Why did you leave in the first place?"
Yeah. Yeah, my
That's
cat.
how my cat.
Yeah, my cat. He's right underneath me, and he walks on my pillow, and he'll get between my arms and lay there.
Wow.
He does what he want to do. That's what he does. Now let me ask you something.
Cutie pie.
As far as cat years and dog years, are they the same?
I thought
I know with dog years,
That's
it's
a
like
really
1
good
year
question. Yeah.
1 year to 7 for dog years. What is it for cats?
Isn't it 7 years?
I think it's the same. I'm not 100% positive, but
That's what my vet told me. That was 7 years.
It's the same as a dog?
Same as a dog.
Well, I've heard that with smaller dogs, because they live longer than bigger dogs, have a different ratio. Like maybe it's 10 years to every year or something,
Yeah, I
more
think
like that.
Yeah, I think you could be right.
What?
Well, I had a cat that lived to be 21.
Wow. Yeah. Dogs, cats live longer. They have longer years than dogs.
Yeah, she was here 21 years.
Wow.
Yes. I had a cat that we just she just died in September. She was 23. She outlived 3 Goldens.
Wow. Yeah. And my Golden passed away. He was 13 years old.
That's really good.
But with my German Shepherd, when they passed away, they was just 11. Yeah. So after that third dog, I said no more. So I prefer dog sitting better. I love that better.
I totally get that.
Yeah.
Well, Dolores, that's why I went to Reddy. He's artificial. There's no pooping, no walking, no feeding, no nothing.
I hear you.
Blair's very alert.
He loves it. He loves it. He loves it.
Lynette, I know where you got him from, and that program we mentioned, Great Day Washington, when the guy was on there from the hospice care, Steve, what was his name? He said that those, people in hospice care, they can't take care of animals, so they get them the artificial, dogs or cats.
Yes.
For companionship. So I like that, Lynette. That's cute. That is.
Yes.
Don't have to walk
also
home, don't have to buy food.
But I also feed the outside cats too. I have 3 outside cats, and all 3 of them have names. And let me tell you all something that's real funny. By them being outside cat, they all have their own homes. So I don't worry about when it rains, snow, nothing like that, because they all have their own cat houses and stuff like that. But what I didn't realize, on the opposite side of me, it was another neighbor. And I always get worried, like if I go away for the weekend, how they're going to survive or whatever. By coincidence, we bumped into each other out in the alley while we was talking. And so my cat's name is Grady, Whiskers, and Wolf. Those are their 3 names. And then I noticed that she was talking, but she was talking to my cat, but she gave him another name. I'm like, wait a minute, I said, those are the cats I feed. She said, well, I feed them too. I'm like,
Hey, Dolores, you want to hear something
neighborhood
funny?
cat.
Right. You want to hear something funny? I had a cat too, and his name was Miles. And he would go out in the street all the time, and he stopped eating. So I saw my neighbor, and my neighbor said, oh, is this your cat? I said, yes. She said, oh, he comes in, eats all the time. I feed him turkey and this and that. I said, well, no wonder he stopped eating at my house. You feeding him turkey. I said, can you please stop feeding him?
Feeding him
Well-
gourmet food, right?
Right. It's amazing.
Wow.
But one thing that helped me as far as we both was pleased with, because we both was worried that when we go away, how they was gonna feed each other. So now with that solved that problem, because when we went away, we didn't worry about that no more because we know they was being fed by one or the other.
Yeah.
But it was just funny that she was calling the same cat a different name for my cat. I said, no wonder my cat get confused sometimes.
Yeah.
Laura, I'm gonna
That's
ask
the
you a
funny
question.
thing, that because they do get confused because they have two homes. Somebody feeding them gourmet, and somebody feeding them something else. So they like you may call them Wolf, and she may call them what something else.
Exactly.
That's funny.
Do you, we have a problem with Sonny. Sonny is a French bulldog, but his skin is very dry. And my sister has a problem with that. So we put lotion on them and things of that nature. But when she take him to the vet will give her some type of lotion to put on. I mean, his skin is very dry to the point where he'll start scratching himself. And that's not good, because he scratches himself down, in his private parts. But right now he's laying down on the floor. And I'm kind of concerned about that because I'm wondering if, because he likes to slide his body across the rug. And when I take him to the people drugstore or CVS, he goes in there, he likes to slide. And people be walking. I just don't particularly care for that too much with him. But that's the main problem that we have with Sonny, is his skin is so dry. Yeah.
You might have to
then
get
another
something
thing-
from the vet. They have a shampoo.
Wait,
You might have to get something from
Well,
the
you
vet.
know what?
Mhm.
That's what she does now. When she run a town, but she shampoo him, she gives him a bath like every other day.
That's
But
too
that's
much.
why he's so
Yeah, she
dry
gives
and
him a-
itchy.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that's
no,
too much.
No,
You taking out the natural oil in their skin.
No,
Yeah.
No, it's not.
the
Yeah,
vet told her. The vet told her to do that. To bathe him every other day because of his skin so dry.
But she may want to put some little olive oil in his food just to reinforce his own natural oils in the body.
Probably no, it need more eggs in this food.
That might be a good suggestion.
The protein egg.
I know she eggs too and rice. She told me
Mhm.
when she left to put a little rice in his food, right? Because
Brown
like
rice and eggs.
chicken. Chicken and hamburger cooked. That's what he likes to eat.
Get them a hot oil treatment.
What kind of treatment?
But Ruff is getting tired now. He has to go take a nap. So we're gonna say goodbye to everybody. And I was so glad to see all of you all's beautiful dogs and cats.
Yeah, and I like
Yeah.
you.
Thank
Blair.
you.
Yeah, look at
Percy,
Ready? Say
Henry,
bye-bye.
and Blair.
Woo. Bye, Henry. Look at Henry. Henry's sweet.
Love your dogs.
Bye, everyone.
Good seeing you. Bye-bye.
think when they be
Bye-bye.
Thank you. See you next time.
Jones.
Yeah, he likes to slide. He doesn't do it that much now, but he likes to slide.
Thank you all for bringing your pets and letting us
Thank
see.
you.
Thank
Yes.
You.
so
They're
much.
Sorry, Freddie.
Yes.
Get up there for you.
Yes.
Look at the dog.
Henry's going to
Laura,
sleep.
your dog is definitely ready to go to sleep. Laura, yeah, look at it.
Oh, Henry, you ready to sleep
There he
now.
is. He's ready.
Oh, he looks just
Night,
like my
night,
dog,
Henry.
Silver.
Night, night.
Good
Bye,
nap.
Laura.
You got to take a little nap, huh?
I think
Stay
when
in
they
that.
be rubbing it
Yeah, I was in Toronto, but
saying portion.
yes.
Hello.
Can you hear me? Portia?
Yes.
Nice.
I was saying, I think when he be rubbing himself on the rug like that or something, sometimes my cat do that. Well, I have 2 cats, but my granddaughter cat, she doesn't. She's big cat. I forgot what type of cat she is, but what it is, I think she got a lot of hair on her down there. And when she used the bathroom, she's staying moist, and you know, so she's probably, and she try to lick herself, but then I think it'd be itching, so they rub themselves on the rug to scratch it. So when my granddaughter do, she take a wipe, you know, the wipe she had for him, and she'll wipe down there for him because
Well, that's what
moist.
that's what Luther do. Luther clean him too. You know.
Yeah,
where
down
he-
there
where-
when they use
yeah,
the bathroom.
yeah,
And
that's what,
Into the vet.
and they stand moist. She
Right.
don't do it all the time. She don't do it all the time. She do it sometime.
right.
But I know what you're saying. Yeah, they
Yeah.
rub this stuff. Some people say they might have worms, but she don't have no worms.
But you know what? No, he don't have no worms either. But you know what? We got at my mother's house, it's a groundhog here. And I think that groundhog and Sonny gets into it. And I think that groundhog bit him yesterday when he was out in the yard going to the bathroom. I'm not for sure. My sister said something about the groundhog. And that groundhog, yeah, he's been at our house for about 5 or 6 years. And we need to get rid of him because I think that he's become a problem for Sonny.
Oh yeah.
They get them sticks to put in the ground.
Under the front porch is an opening, and that's where the groundhog live at.
He gonna come in your house.
No, he don't come in the house, but he's under that.
Okay, yes, he will.
And Sonny's not a big
Will.
dog.
Okay, for those of you who don't have any pets at home, I want to show this brief video that, you know, it might be encouraging to get to know.
Teresa, thank you for having those young ladies on with their pets.
Thank you.
Let me
My dog enjoyed it.
Man, too, he acting up now.
He's had it. Okay, so let me get this one video going and see if I could share it. Hold on, let me get the sound. The sound is not there yet.
Two lovers and you love them just the
Are you
same.
seeing videos that are being shown?
Science doesn't have to tell
I'm
you
seeing you and your husband.
feel great.
You're not? Okay. all
Anyone
right,
who has
let me
ever
get
held a
it.
cat purring or a
Let me
dog's
get
soft
it to the- All right, hold on. Let me share the right screen. Obviously, I'm not sharing the right screen. All right, so share. And I'm gonna share this screen. Got the sound going.
Okay.
Are you
Okay.
seeing now?
Yeah.
Get it
Yeah.
started from.
Oh my Lord, look at that.
The
little-
seniors.
Science doesn't have to tell you that pets always make people feel great. Anyone who has ever held a cat purring or a dog's soft fur knows this. Science is able to tell us why pets are therapeutic. Only 15 minutes of animal bonding sets off a chemical reaction in our brains, which lowers the fight or flight hormone called cortisol,
I'm gonna tell I lost
increases levels of serotonin, a feel-good hormone. The result of this is lowered stress, blood pressure, and heart rate levels. Over a long
lost my dog. He was
interaction with pets can actually lower cholesterol levels, protect against stroke and heart disease, as well as fight depression. This is why a pet for the elderly is very beneficial. A big concern when allowing a senior to bring their pets into an assisted living facility is that the program needs to accommodate the well-being of the pets. Senior living facilities need to be able to help their residents care for their pets in order to maintain the happiness and health of both the pets and the seniors. The key to an overall healthy relationship for both the pet and the senior is to have a pet-friendly assisted living facility that will be sure to care for the pet properly if the owner is unable to. Fortunately, most senior living facilities happen to be on board with this type of service, and even have a coordinator for pet care at the facility in order to ensure that all the pets are up to date on vaccines and veterinary care. This helps to make sure that the pets are walked, fed, groomed, and happy if the senior is unable to take on the responsibilities. For a senior, the benefits of having a pet companion can actually be life-changing. Walking a dog is great for cardio, but just caring for a pet, such as petting, feeding, and brushing, will provide both a means to stay active and a mild way to stay engaged with the world. A pet can make a senior feel wanted, needed, and this feeling can translate into a bigger sense of self-worth and fulfillment during what could be a very lonely time in their lives.
Nothing yet.
The unconditional love of a cherished cat or dog can be a bridge to love stress, renewed interest in life, mental stimulation, as well as socialization with others. Pet therapy for seniors has been proven to be a great tool for those who have Sundowner syndrome, where evening periods cause increased confusion and fatigue for those with Alzheimer's. The nonverbal communication of animals and the profound acceptance can be quite soothing for those with issues using language, and it may even connect with memories of their own treasured pets. We certainly encourage you to unpack disabilities individually in order to learn about their pet policies and to find out if there are any restrictions or weight, as well as the type of pet care programs they might have.
Yeah, there's somebody in the background talking. I'd like to see if I can get them muted because it's, and I can't see.
India.
Yeah, I figured out who it is. I'm gonna have to mute them. Thank you. All right, let me continue on. Sorry about that. So, oh, okay, so they kicked a commercial and, oh, it's finished. Okay.